All right. What's going on in the world is kind of crazy right now, and I know a lot of us are having a really hard time disconnecting from technology and just taking time for ourselves. But did you know that in just 15 minutes a day, you can actually eliminate chronic stress from your body? So this is a quick 15-minute restorative practice to help you combat chronic stress, and it is so healing for your body. Honestly, it kind of feels like taking a nap. So when you're ready, let's do it. All right, so for this practice, in 15 minutes, we're only gonna do 3 postures. So we're really gonna it's almost gonna feel kind of like a nap. And so that's fine. We're really gonna connect to our breath here. We're really going to give ourselves space to connect to the breath. And all of these poses should feel very supported. So if you need extra props or something like that, feel free to always grab them. But what we wanna do in this practice is find stillness. So if you're looking for sort of a level of ease in this kind of class, it's gonna be a 2, a 1 out of 10. So you're not looking for extreme stretch or anything like that. You want this to feel very easy, okay? So in terms of props, grab a pillow. So I've got here just like the pillow that we use on our bed. So just you can grab a pillow like that or anything else that you have. And I've got a blanket here. So this blanket is gonna be used for 2 reasons. One, to help us get into a supported child's pose, which is what we need the pillow for as well. And because sometimes when you do restorative poses, we're gonna be holding each pose for about 5 minutes. And so it just will help in case your body really cools down. So you may also want to have a sweater nearby and maybe wear a little bit more clothes than I am, just because your body will kind of really start resting and cool down. Okay, so before we get into practice, I want you to just find any comfortable seated position. We're just gonna take a moment here to get settled on the mat, and then we'll go ahead into our practice. So when you're ready, close your eyes. Find a nice, comfortable seated position. Just take a few minutes, a few moments to just breathe here. Just notice what it feels like to connect to your breath, to be mindful of your breath. Notice the quality of your breath. Are you breathing very shallow, or are you breathing in your belly? You may even want to bring your hands to your belly to really see that you notice when the belly's filling up. It should almost feel like a balloon. Just breathing here. From here, let's take 3 breaths together. We're gonna inhale through our nose and then exhale through the mouth. Inhale and let it go. Inhale and let it go. Last one, inhale and let it go. Slowly open the eyes. And when you're ready, we're going to find our first position, which is going to be legs up the wall. Now, you don't need to use a wall. You can also use a couch, which is what I'm going to use, or you can use a chair, a stool, just anything to give your legs a bit of height. Now, you want to feel pretty relaxed here, so we're just going to calm down, and we're going to be here for 5 minutes. So just breathing here. Inhale and let it go. Getting nice and settled here in this pose. It's very normal when you start slowing everything down. It's normal for the mind to go a little bit crazy. So if that's you, maybe see if you can focus on the breath in one of these ways. Maybe using a mantra, you can use inhale as you inhale, And exhale as you exhale, saying this to yourself, using that to help you focus on the breath. Maybe you're going to use positive and negative or any other word variation that might feel good for you. You can even just focus on the breath. Notice things like, what's the temperature of the breath? Notice what's the first moment that you notice the breath coming into the body or exiting the body. And with that, I'll leave you here. We're here for another 2 minutes. Just notice where you're at. Notice if your mind has taken over. Be gentle if it has, no judgment, and just come back to the breath. Again, remembering those mantras, maybe that focus, or just use the music to help you ease into this. From here, I want you to slowly bring your awareness back to the room. Slowly coming out of this position, we're going to come into our child's pose, supported child's pose. So take it nice and slow, move nice and slow. There's no reason to go fast. So from here, what we're going to do is you're going to grab your pillow. You may even grab multiple pillows. I like to put this right between my legs, but you can decide where you want to put them. You can have your knees nice and wide. They can be mat width, or you can come and bring the knees together instead. So this is good if you need a little bit more support in your lower back. From here, if you like, you can grab a blanket. This can be like any blanket you have, and just tuck this between the knees. So this is just nice. It just helps to add another layer of support. And then when you're ready, you're gonna come all the way down with one cheek on the pillow. And just let it go. So I will let you know when the halfway point is so you can switch your cheek. And for now, just breathe here. Again, just noticing where your breath is at. Notice how you're feeling. Notice where your mind's at. Coming back to the breath, using those mantras or anything else, and finding some stillness. Just observe where your mind is at. Noticing if your mind has gone a little wild. Be compassionate here with yourself and just bring yourself back to the breath. We're here for another 15 seconds or so before we switch sides, switch cheeks. Slowly, when you're ready, changing cheeks. Allowing yourself to get settled. Notice if you are holding tension anywhere. See if you can breathe into it. Notice the quality of your breath. See if you can extend your exhales, make the breath a little bit longer. Notice if the breath has gotten shallow or if you can breathe into the belly. We've got just over a minute to go. Enjoying these last few moments in your child's pose before we move to the next pose. Slowly, when you're ready, bring your awareness back to the room. Slowly coming out of this child's pose. From here, moving the props out of the way. And we're going to come into our final resting pose, Shavasana. Now you can take traditional Shavasana, having the feet hip width and just lying on your back. Since we have the props here, however, you can also bring the pillow underneath the back. Maybe bring the blanket underneath the feet, just to feel a little bit more support here. And coming down, opening up here wide, having a nice gentle opening here in the chest. And let it go. Just enjoying the last couple minutes that we have here. Breathing, taking this time for you. Observing the breath, maybe coming back to that mantra. Just letting yourself be. Noticing where your breath's at, noticing where your mind's at. We're here for another 2 minutes. Coming back to your breath. No judgment. Just breathing here. Focusing on the breath. Taking these last few moments for you. Slowly start bringing your awareness back into the room. Maybe start wiggling those toes, start wiggling those fingers. Maybe slightly move the head in a nod or back and forth. And maybe giving a nice big body stretch, stretching from one side to the other. And moving the prop out of the way, coming over into a fetal position, using that arm as a pillow to your head. And when you're ready, finding any comfortable seated position. We'll take 3 breaths together. Inhale. And let it go. Inhale through the nose. And let it go through the mouth. Last breath. Inhale. And let it go. Opening up the eyes. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Thank yourself for making some space and some time for you. Namaste. All right. I hope you're feeling a lot more unwinded. I hope you're feeling a lot calmer than you did before you started. Again, this is an excellent practice to do every day or as often as you can, 15 minutes, just to calm everything down and help you combat that chronic stress. So I hope that you enjoyed this. And if you haven't already, maybe consider subscribing to my channel. Give it a like and definitely write in the comments. I really love to hear feedback from you, so let me know what you thought. All right, thanks so much. And if you like this, maybe you want to check out one of these other videos that we've got going on. So thanks so much. Otherwise, see you next time. Bye, everyone.